In these particular procedures, no.
Okay. Do you have a policy, specific policy that allows the county, in your opinion, to demand personal cell phone records? Have you been told of any?
No.
So what you really relied upon then was merely the communication between yourself and the attorney, Mr. Smith, and attorney Nancy Jones. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. You weren't relying upon any county policy that allowed that?
No.
Now, the document, and well, let's talk about that. You agree with me, if your order is unlawful, employees not required to obey it, are they?
My conversation with Mr. Smith was, is this a lawful order to issue and ask for? And his response was yes.
But you're the one that issued the order, correct?
Yes.
Okay, but if it's unlawful, then the employee is not required to follow it, no matter what Mr. Smith thinks, correct?
I was not questioning Mr. Smith whether if I issued the order, would it be an unlawful order to issue. I asked him, was it lawful for me to issue this order?
I understand that, but I'm asking from the perspective of the employee. If your order is unlawful, the employee is not required to follow it, are they?
That's, I asked Mr. Smith, would this be a lawful order, and are we able to gather this information from that order, and he affirmed that yes.
I understand your conversation with Mr. Smith. What I just want to make real clear is that you understand that if that order, no matter if Mr. Smith says it's lawful or not, he can say that anything's lawful. But if your order isn't lawful, it's a simple question. It's a simple question to the employee.
You've asked it 3 times and he's answered.
Yeah, I mean, he's just telling me what Larry Smith told him. I just want him to acknowledge, if he wants to or deny, that if his order is unlawful, the employee is not required to follow it.
That's what the director said.
Okay. All right,
I think we're understanding where we are.
okay, let's look at, you were offered a directive by Mrs. Smith just a moment ago. Excuse me, Mrs. Jones. Didn't you look at that for a moment just with us? Why don't you look down on that page 2, right below where you stopped reading a moment ago? On right underneath obedience to orders, where you read to the board a minute ago, the next title is unlawful orders. Do you see that? We read to the board 10326.
Yes. Unlawful orders 1.03.26. No employee shall obey an order which is contrary to law.
Turn the page, if you will. Will you read the next 1.0327?
1.03.27, no employee shall be disciplined for refusing to obey an unlawful order.
And would you read just the next one right after that?
1.03.28, an employee who receives such an unlawful order shall report the circumstances in writing via chain of command to the director as soon as possible thereafter.
If you would, sir, will you turn in the notebook, sir, to tab 17. See that document right there from
Yes.
Mr. Caney to yourself? And you recall receiving that document?
I do.
Is that a true and correct copy of Mr. Caney's letter to you?
It is.
I submit that document into evidence. And in that letter, aren't you being informed as to those policies that we just discussed and the challenging of the lawfulness of that order?
Yes.
If you would, sir, if you would turn to tab 14. Excuse me, tab 20, I apologize. I should be wrong. Yeah, I'm looking at the date, and I'm looking at the tab. It all runs together. Tab 20, sir. Have you seen this document before, sir?
Yes.
Okay, and this is a true and correct copy from Captain Gardner's attorney to Larry Smith, the county attorney, again challenging the lawfulness and disputing the lawfulness of this purported order, correct? And is that a true and correct copy?
Yes.
Now, tender, well, it's tab 20, I forget the exhibit number I'm on, but tab 20 is exhibit next. December 14th letter of intent. And in your discussions with Larry Smith and Mrs. Jones, did they identify any specific policy which allowed for personal cell phones to be obtained in internal affairs investigations?
The information that I have in the letter, and after my review, they refer to the City of Ontario versus Quan, 130 SCT 2619, 2010.
Did you review that case?
I did.
Okay, and are you aware that in that particular case, the City of Ontario paid for that particular cell phone?
I can't recollect that.
Okay, but you'll agree with me that the County of Volusia did not pay any portion of Captain Gardner's personal cell phone?
I'm not aware that they did or they did not.
Do you have any testimony that they did?
I don't have none.
Okay. Now, you saw his cell phone financial statements, did you not?
Yes, I did.
And they were all directed to him individually, correct?
Yes.